Good morning, class. Today is the fifth class of insurance claim loss of stock, and I will be solving to now the year's question. I hope different types of questions I have solved in my past three classes. I hope there has been a certain idea regarding that questions, and I will be solving few also from the year wise questions in the coming exams from different questions of loss of stock. Then when I move on to loss of profit, I will definitely start explaining the loss of profit also. So coming into that matter, when I am starting with loss of stock, this is a 2014 paper, comes in 2014 BCB Honors. I will be solving this question today, and I will provide you one sum as your homework, and definitely I will provide you the solution of the sum. I hope you will be able to do that without looking to the solution of the sum. So I will start with the 2014's paper, which is sum number 26 in my book. What it states that the godown of X Limited caught fire on 31st of March 2014. As a result, part of the stock was destroyed. Goods worth rupees 30,000 could, however, be saved from the accident. That is the salvage value, 30,000. Stock of goods at 10% lower than the cost as on 1st of January 2014, it's 1,08,000. Means stock of goods has been provided 1,08,000, which is a lower, 10% lower. Means the amount has been given, which is given 10% lower price. I have to calculate the original price, which should be above this 1,08,000. Okay. Purchase has been given, no issues with that. Sales has been given. Average rate of gross profit. See here, like the previous day's sum, we do not have to calculate the trading account and find out the rate of gross profit or GP, as the GP rate has already been provided, which is 33 1/3%. Okay. So sales up to 31st of March 14 include 30,000 for which goods has not been dispatched. In the sales, 30,000 has been included for where the goods has not been dispatched till now. The goods has not been dispatched. Purchases up to 31st of March 14 did not include rupees 20,000. Means in purchases also 20,000 has not been included, for which invoice has not been received from the suppliers, though goods has been received at the godown. Means purchase goods has not been included and purchase goods has not been received from the supplier, although the goods has been received at the godown. The goods has been delivered in the godown, also it has to be included in the purchases with the goods received, which is 20,000. The company has a fire policy of 1,50,000. The policy coverage is 1,50,000. The policy is subject to average clause. Again, here average clause has been given. You have to ascertain the insurance claim to be made. So, type of simple sum. So, first of all, I have to prepare the memorandum trading account during the period when fire took place, which is on up to 31st March, means 1st January to 31st March. So, first of all, this is sum number 26, memorandum trading account, for the period 1st January 14 to 31st March 14. I hope it is clearly visible to all of you. Right? 1st January, because the fire took place on 31st March, so I am assuming that definitely the books of accounts starts from the 1st of January 2014, as the opening stock has been given from 1st of January. Okay? So debit particulars, amount rupees, particulars, amount rupees and amount rupees. Okay, always mention debit and credit. Without that, the sum will be totally write off, cancelled. So here the stock has been given 10% lower value, means the stock value has been given 1,08,000, which is 10% lower. So the actual stock, how you can calculate, which is given rupees 1,08,000 into 10% lower, means 100 by 90. You will get the 100% value. Okay, 10% lower value has been provided over here. यहाँ पे 10% लोअर वैल्यू आपका कम बोला है, तो आपको एक्चुअल वैल्यू निकालना पड़ेगा. तो क्या करना पड़ेगा आपको? यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट the 100% value on the lower of 10% value, which is 1,08,000 into 100 divided by 90. You will get 1,20,000 as the opening stock, right? Purchases has been given, although there has been purchases involved of rupees 20,000, which has also been received from the supplier, received in the godown. So I am writing in the inner column 2,30,000. Sales has been given 3 lakh, as sales also has been included a certain value of 30,000 which has not been dispatched, has been given, so it has to be adjusted. So I am writing the value or putting the value in the inner column. So less goods not yet dispatched, not yet dispatched. How much? Goods not yet dispatched, it's 30,000. If you deduct this 30,000, we are getting 2,70,000, right? And the purchase also, you have to add purchase, as goods has not been received by the supplier, although it has been delivered in the godown. So although it has been delivered in the godown, so it will be goods received but not recorded yet, but not recorded yet. How much? It has been received but it has not been recorded. So as it has been received, we have to add it back. So 2,50,000. And GP rate has been given 33 1/3% on sales. So we can calculate gross profit, which will be on sales, which is rupees 2,70,000 into 1/3, as 33 1/3% means 1/3. Okay, I have already mentioned that. 2,70,000 into 1/3, which is coming 90,000, is your GP. So closing stock will be your balancing figure. So closing stock will be your balancing figure. How much will be the closing stock? It will be 1,90,000, right? By closing stock, which is your balancing figure. How much? 1,90,000, which is 4,60,000, right? Okay. Now you can calculate the statement of loss. Statement showing loss of stock by fire, obviously. So particulars and amount rupees particulars. Value of stock on the date of fire has been the closing stock. On the date of fire is obviously the closing stock, which is 1,90,000, and there has been a salvage value which is 30,000, right? Value of goods or stock salvaged, whatever you can write, which is 30,000. If you deduct this, 1,60,000 will be your gross claim. Okay, as average clause has been ascertained because the company had a fire policy of 1,50,000 and value of stock on the date of fire means the insurable value is 1,90,000. As we can see, the insurable value is greater than the policy value, so there is an underinsurance and obviously average clause will be applicable. You have to write that again in the same manner. Here, insurable value is equal to rupees 1,90,000 and policy value is equal to rupees 1,50,000. As policy value is lesser than insurable value, so there is an under insurance and hence average clause will be applicable. Okay, therefore net claim is equal to gross claim into policy value by insurable value. Gross claim is rupees 1,60,000 into policy value is rupees 1,50,000 and insurable value is rupees 1,90,000. If you calculate this, $1,26,315 point something means we are rounded up 1,26,316. That is your net claim. If you calculate, there will be some point 1,26,315.78 something. So I am rounding it up as it is above 0.5, so 316. So this is the sum which you need to do it. This is the 2014 CS sum. I hope it's not so difficult to understand. Only the portion of the stock which has been valued 10% lower, you have to calculate that. Originally 10% lower means 1,08,000 means is the 90% value, so 100% value will be 100 by 90. If it is 20% lower, it will be 100 by 80, right? And goods has been received but not yet recorded has to be added back, and goods not dispatched, it has been included in the sales, so it has to be deducted, and from the balance we will calculate the closing stock. As GP percentage has been provided, 33 1/3% on sales. Always remember GP should be on sales, 33 1/3% as it has been provided in the sum. So I calculated, and closing stock is basically the value of stock on the date of fire. So from there you have to deduct the salvage value which has been given 30,000. We will get the gross claim, and insurance policy value has been provided, and from there you can easily see that as the insurance value or insurable value is greater than the policy value or vice versa, policy value is lesser than the insurable value, so average clause is applicable. If there is under insurance, always average clause will be applicable. So net claim will be gross claim into policy value by insurable value, and from there you will get the net claim of rupees 1,26,316. I hope you will understand this sum. If you face any difficulty, just mention that. I will try to solve it in my next class. Thank you for patient hearing. Have a nice day ahead, and I will be providing one sum as your homework. So better you do it by yourself, and in my next class I will be moving few year solving questions. Thank you.